boards, making their cricket secretary's job that much easier. Hotels all booked for the same night as the whole circus moves south. They've got a job to do here yet. Southern Brave are in the hunt as Overton comes in for his last 5.
Tell you what, Butch, actually the eliminator and final weekend in London is a busy one. You're all pretty much crammed into one hotel. You want to make sure you get the good time at the hotel brekkie, because otherwise you're going to be waiting a long time for your toast. All the men's and the women's side in one hotel. It is busy. Now the tall, fast bowler of Craig Overton showing that he can also do it off his own bowling. He bowled this ball, and then he almost went for the other kind of bowling, 10-pin bowling. Didn't release it.
Ferociously, Mitch Santner. We've not seen him with the ball in hand as yet.
That's one.
But I much prefer this look in terms of the batting lineup for Southern Brave. It's too late. But you give the likes of Miller a chance to get himself in. He's got time here. He doesn't have to go from first ball. And he is a terrific finisher.
Yeah, what do you think, Butch? They're just coming back for the second here. That is excellent running. These two will not only look to find the boundary more often, but they will run well together. Do you think because we've had slightly drier surfaces, in particular at the Utilita Bowl for Southern Brave, you feel they missed a trick not getting their finishers up the order so they can take a bit more time to get a feel of things out there?
600 balls. I don't know what you're waiting for. Get them out there. No matter what the surface. And as it is today, Jordan in at 7, they've had Archer at 8, they've got plenty of batting no matter what. I mentioned this, the fielding of My London at the Oval. That was what started off. Tim David, brilliant catch back over his head. This from Ben Duckett's probably the moment of the match. Diving to his left, throwing the stumps down after facing the wrong way. Harrison with the caught and bowled. Donald on the fence. Overton. It was an absolute clinic from Sam Billings' men.
Yeah, it's incredible actually. I think I was working elsewhere. I can't quite remember, but I think I was in Southampton. It's hard to remember the different days, but normally in a game you're lucky to see one of those takes or those run-outs. Just to have 4 or 5 is quite incredible.
Fielding coach Carl Hopkinson, who worked for a long time with England under Joe Root, his first stint as captain. Peter Moores is always very hot on those disciplines as well. I spoke to him before the game started and he said he's been in the game a very long time. And he said that might just be the best fielding, all-round fielding, I'll start again, fielding performance he's ever seen.
Decided not to go for the 2 on this occasion. I've been lucky enough to work with Carl Hopkinson myself. He was England women's fielding coach for not that long actually, for a period of time, and the thing that I took from his fielding training sessions, he always made them fun. There was always an intent and a purpose to why he was doing what he was doing. But in training, especially when you have short and sharp bursts, we don't want to make training too long, and I'm sure he'll be doing that in the 100. He's always so keen to make it as fun as possible.
Full treatment from Miller. I think it just bounces inside the cushion. Might have hit it on the half volley. I'm sure we'll get a check. But Miller starting to find his range now as well.
And it seems as though if you try and bang it in short, especially with the lights now on and the ball skidding on a little nicer, just feels that the batters are eyeing that up to go square of the wicket. And yeah, that just bounces in front of the boundary sponge. I just feel potentially Gregory, will he go for the slower ball here? Just change his pace.
Hand comes off the bat and lands short. And again, the two South Africans in perfect sync with the running. Stubbs knew with the miss hit that 2 was on, and they made it very easily. Bottom edge will be a single. 9 from that Gregory 5. A few more numbers for you. 85 needed from 50.
Lefty on strike, 2 points.
Well, halfway stage, the game evenly poised, almost evenly. The Trent Rockets 56% chance of winning according to vThe. Stubbs and Miller in the middle, anything can happen. Both powerful hitters. Miller really hasn't got away cleanly in this tournament. Calvin Harrison having a wonderful one. In contrast, that's a drag down. Treated accordingly. Goes for 4. Ravi Bopara joins me. Good evening, Ravi. This is well set.
Come on, Calva!
It is very well set. Just look at the scoreboard at the moment. You can get yourself needing somewhere around 60 off the last 30. Well in the game.
He drags it short. It sticks in the pitch. Miller's eyes lit up. He was thinking another boundary or a 6, but it never arrived. He was through the shot too quickly and rattles the stumps.
Yeah, this one holds in the wicket. So often happens. And these English wickets, the ball can just sit in that bit longer. Miller will be very, very disappointed because he was looking good. Just got himself going, but he goes for 14. There's 81 runs still needed from 48.
Disappointing way to get out. That's a 6 ball every time. As Ravi Bopara said, just stuck and held in the pitch. Stayed a bit low. David Miller through with the shot way too early. It was an absolute dismay to hear the ball rattling into his stumps. Well, that brings in Marcus Stoinis. He's been having a good tournament with the ball, with the bat. Batting at number 5, so he's got enough deliveries to make an impact. But this partnership is going to be such an important one for the Brave if they are going to see this one home. I think it'll go down to the wire. They'll have to take it deep. They'll also have to be brave.
Sunday, real tight. How many to come? Sorry. 3.
That's dropped short. Well, that's it pretty flat over the boundary for 6. First up.
Well, it's a gift first up. Calvin Harrison's been dropping short quite a bit today. Got lucky with 1. Didn't get away with this one. Even Stoinis had that look on his face, just thought he had picked out the deep mid-wicket fielder there for a second.
Yeah, it's such an important thing sometimes not to go too far back in your crease when you're pulling. On slow pitches, and he cuts it behind point. First shot, brute power. Second one, deft touch and placement.
Well, you feel like those two balls have just changed the game completely. Just thinking they could score 24, around 24 for the next 18 deliveries to get themselves in a decent position. They've already got 10 from those two.
That's pitched up. Power, touch, power. Marcus Stoinis, 6-4-6. 5 ends.
Cal, please!
Poor ball in
Cal,
front. Calvin
Cal.
Harrison, he's gone for 32 off 10.
Yeah, 3 poor balls from Calvin Harrison. He's had a good tournament. An excellent with the ball.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys!
Stoinis taking full advantage of the over-pitched ball this time. He's overcompensating those previous two.
Anything short has to be put away. Anything full, so you can negate the turn, it's put away equally.
Okay. Ring, please. Ducky!
Yeah, sometimes on slow pitches, you were talking about the ball sticking in, staying low, holding up. That's the first one where he hit for 4. The second one, he actually goes further back onto that back foot. I think it's so important for batters to be able to pull spin off that front foot, actually step into it like baseball, actually negates that variance of the pitch.
Yeah, especially when it's that short. Because you've got a lot of time. You can still go forward and hit that. Give a little bit of credit to Harrison. The second one was a googly, which comes out the back of the hand, so he was always going to sit in the wicket that bit longer. First one was out the front of the hand. It slid on quite nicely for Miller to hit. The next one out the back holds in the wicket just a bit longer.
Well, Santner coming in for his first delivery of this innings. Stoinis has added a few new shots to his repertoire. Touch behind point, try to paddle that one around the corner successfully for 2.
Well, you know very well, Sangha, that you've got to adapt as a player. If you're going to have a long career, you know, sort of 10, 15, even 20.
Oh, bold, Sant.
Sorry, yeah, 10, 15, 20 years, you've got to adapt. You've got to come up with new things.
You ain't going to see any 20-year careers from now on, I think, Ravi, with the volume of cricket, franchise cricket, all being played.
Come on, lads! Come on, lads!
It's hard on the body, hard on the mind. Not too bad on the purse.
Oh!
This is good from Santner. There is bite, there is vicious turn. Bit of a smile from Santner. Anyone, any spinner will be grinning when you see the ball doing that.
Come on, boys. Oh! Get it!
This one goes straight on. That's a challenge. Some do grip and the odd one skids through.
I always say that on a pitch that bites and turns, it's always
Come on,
this one
boys,
that
come on,
doesn't,
boys,
that gets you. One that just slides in straight, goes between bat and pad, hits your thumbs or hits your foot, your leg. That's the dangerous one.
Oh! Yep.
And that's not a bad over at all from Santner. He's finished his first 5. He'll have a lot of work left to do. 60 needed or 40 deliveries.
Stoinis there, just trying to tap it. Doesn't go with a hard one, just wants to get a little bit on it. But there are two fielders there.
Oh!
That one slid straight into the pads of the batter. Marcus Stoinis, he never river sweeps hard. It's almost a little tap,
Sounds
trying
beautiful,
to get
boy.
it to
Great
the
work,
left
boys.
of short third man. I think he's much better suited to try and hit over extra cover, use his levers, his power.
Oh, bold, Sands.
And a change of pace again. It's brilliant from Sandner, getting through his sets of 5 very, very quickly. An ideal pitch for him to bowl on.
Yeah, you feel like he's the main weapon now for Trent Rockets. Just check where he delivers the ball from, really wide. Fires it in from a round arm action.
Down. Brilliant, Sands.
Another excellent, excellent set of 5 from Mitch Sandner. 58 needed off the 35. This is where the Trent Rockets really come into their own. Sam Billings as a captain has been tactically very, very good, Ravi. He's left Sandner in this game quite late. He's just come in and bowled his first 2 sets of 5 at a stretch. And Sam Billings, under pressure, has made some really good decisions.
Yeah, and I'm sure that chat there will be talking about, do we bring pace back on or not? That would have been the chat. You would have thought Henry was going to get called upon at some point. That would have been the dilemma he would have had in his mind. Is, do I bring pace back on? And that purely comes from Harrison's 10 balls, who's gone for 32, so it's caused a bit of a problem for Sam Billings. He's reluctant to go back to pace, but he has to.
Yeah, absolutely right. And this is where even the batters have to calculate in terms of who's got X amount of deliveries left, who might the captain go to. Sanderson's gone for 19 of 10, Overton's 20 already done, Henry's just the 5, Gregory 10 for 16, Harrison even more expensive. So the Rockets, they'll have to bank on Henry bowling a good set of 5, maybe sneaking in a wicket, then be right back on top.
One. Maybe the double.
That's also the reason why you need those 6th and 7th options at times in your lineup. The Manchester Super Giants never had a 6th bowler for a while until Paul Walter was a forced change, Michael Bracewell a forced change. They look a much better side in terms of those additions. The Trent Rockets, they've been blessed with those options.
Yeah.
That's beautifully driven. We've seen everything from Marcus Stoinis today, and that's a sublime cover drive.
Yeah, very controlled shot. Very well placed. That's a very short side. Gets the width. And it's good quality batting. Back there through the line of the ball. Forward position, weight going into the ball.
Safely in. Entertainment for the crowd. Big appeal from everyone watching this game. It's quite a full crowd as well. Everyone waiting expectantly to see if the home side can make it straight into the final at Lord's. The game is tight. The win predictor 52% now in favour of Southern Brave. It's close. A wicket here will change everything. Oh, Matt Henry covering his mouth with his hands, whispering to mid-off, go back to the line.
Yep. Easy. Right hand.
Good
Right
length.
hand.
Brave holding it. Matt Henry, that's his strength really. And on this pitch it's not easy to get away.
And what do you want?
Yeah, no risks taken from Stoinis. bigger boundary on the leg side, so he's not trying to take too many risks from this end. Look at the target from the other side. The game is 50-50 at the moment.
Cut him out, half a strip.
It's a big ground on that leg side. Anything into the gap is always two. So much at stake here. Even though the Rockets have qualified, they want to stay on top as another set ends. And they've got to win here. If they do, they're straight into the finals. If they don't, and the Braves surprise them, then Sunrisers lead. Will be eyeing that top position.
Yeah, they'll be looking at this closely, Sanga. All they need is the Trent Rockets to lose. And a win for them will be enough. The run rate is better.
There you have it, Trent Rockets on top. They've qualified. Sunrisers leads number 2 on 20 points. Manchester Super Giants there on 3. There is a chance that 4 teams could actually end up on 20. The Rockets go up on top, the Sunrisers lose. That'll be an interesting scenario as well. For the Rockets, they wouldn't want the annoyance and the anticipation. They just want to win, stay on top, let the others worry about qualification and numbers and permutations. And that's a reverse sweep. That's beautifully played. That's what Marcus Stoinis does. Whenever he turns, short third has to anticipate it. It's going to be a dab, a tap, take it fine.
Yeah, they've got to be very aware of that shot. He doesn't look to play it hard. He wants to beat that man to his left. Standing far too wide, and I think that's more on Santner, really.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
To make sure he gets his field absolutely perfect.
It's also about the awareness of the point and short third fielder, isn't it? The moment Marcus Stoinis turns, they should be running fine together. On the turn, they know he's not going to hit it hard.
Come on, boys, come on.
Going to tap it,
2
so
wickets,
short third
eh?
can run
2
finer,
wickets.
point can run finer. You've got to look for cues as fielders. You can't get lost. You've got to have game awareness. Well, that's Tristan Stubbs for you. The complete opposite of Marcus Stoinis. It is on the bounce. The Stubbs, when he reverse sweeps, it stays head.
Come on, 2 wickets.
Such a handy shot to have. The conditions are difficult to get spin away. Having these shots in your locker is so important. This is where you've got to be versatile as a batter.
Slow one, boy.
That could have gone for 6. It's just where the boundary line kind of elongates into a point in the corner.
Get it, get it, get it.
Bouncing just inside the rope. If you'd gone any squarer, that would have been 6.
Southern Brave have moved themselves into a really strong position to win this game now. They are hot favourites. Sunrisers lead to be cheering every run.
Well fielded. Just the last 25 left for the Southern Brave. 41 runs needed as the Rockets take a strategic timeout. Time for a chat, regroup, and lots to play for.
phone lights are on. 13,000 have turned up for the final home match of the Trent Rockets season. One thing's for sure, it won't be their final match. It's just whether or not they will have one in between now and the final. Southern Brave are very much in this game, this run chase. It won't make a great deal of difference to them, but it will make a massive amount of difference to Sunrisers Leeds, who take on Manchester Supergiants tomorrow. Leeds with a win would in all likelihood take over Trent Rockets at the top of the table due to their far superior net run rate, should the Rockets fail to defend 158 this evening. So plenty to play for, not just here, but for those watching, no doubt, in the splendour of a hotel in Manchester this evening. What are you laughing at? Did you not think I was being sincere?
Not at all. Not for 1 second, but yeah. Glorious, isn't it? What a gorgeous sight.
Game on. Matt Henry.
Yep. Back it up, back it up. Ready?
Ball certainly has rushed onto the bat in a way that it didn't in the first half of this game. A lot of people talk about the lights taking effect and all this kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure that in the absence of dew, what happens is that cooling air just makes the surface less grippy and the ball just comes onto the bat nicer. Hit and gone, no. And for once, the Rockets missed the chance in the field, and it's Mitch Santner.
Yeah, and that could have been the game. Marcus Stoinis has looked so good out there. Santner, he's an accurate bowler and he's also an accurate thrower, but not on this occasion. A risk that could have been one risk too many.
Up and over, Santner in the game again, but can't do anything about that. The outfield will do the rest.
Well, Stoinis has made the most of his bit of luck the ball before. Santner had the opportunity to run him out. This time it just got a little bit bigger on Stoinis. He threw the hands through it, and there was the leap in Santner. Couldn't quite get enough elevation in his legs. Sped away in this outfield.
35 from 22 now. It's getting very tight. Santner keeping himself loose. He has 5.
Yeah.
Duck it on the edge of the circle. Billings happy to give away ones at this point.
Yeah, Stoinis has hit the ball really well on the top of the bounce, but you know, a lot of the other batters, when that ball has been lengthened back off, when they've tried to play the ball with more of a straight bat, it's sort of hit the sticker area of the bat and it's just clothed off. But he's able to hit, as you look on your left hand side, he can hit that length through mid-off or extra cover with power.
Or straight down the ground. 4 more. This time it's Stubbs. And the ground goes disquieting quiet. 20 balls left, 129 for 3.
Yeah, that quiet crowd didn't quite appreciate that shot, did they? Stubbs gets into position early, creates the depth that he wants, and Henry obliges with the length that he wants. Terrific shot, really. You know, there's no right to hit that where it actually went with power. He managed to get there. I think, Butch, this is a throw of the dice here from the Rockets. Santner's bowled brilliantly, isn't he? Last 5. It's the worm in the water time.
Come on, boys.
Worm is wriggling away. Got ball. They can afford perhaps to be careful here with Santner.
Yes, Santa.
Not to the point where they turn down any scoring opportunity, but
Hold.
just take what's on offer.
Not sure Stubbs is going to have the same approach. I don't know. I just feel like that it's just dangling in there now, just a tempter. I think that's what Billings is having a chat about. What do we do here? Are we going to allow them to just milk you for ones, or what strategy can we use? Doesn't want that ball getting punched through extra cover. Yeah, just as you can see, that fielder in an extra cover, he's just bringing him straighter now. He's not happy with that ball getting punched simply through. Whether you can see those two fielders getting a lot closer, narrowing the angle. There's a fielder gone out to deep point. Just wonder whether Stubbs will try and take it over those two.
Nice, Sant.
Yeah, it's the great thing about having a bowler like Mitch Santner, who has all the right instincts in white ball cricket. But Billings can pretty much be confident that Santner will bowl the ball required for the field. So having moved that man squarer, he was going to go quicker and get it right in towards leg stump, so he couldn't get it up and over extra cover. It changes for Stoinis because of the reverse sweep. Two men behind point on the one now. And just a single again.
I think he was cross with himself there, Butch. I think he felt that that was the length and almost the line where he could have got it wide of long off. It's quite a short boundary down there. He was really cross with himself.
Brilliant.
And fires it in.
Brilliant
Leg stump. Closes out the 5 with minimum damage. Just 4 from it. That's the endo of Mitch Santner. None for 21 for him. 26 needed off 15.
Well, straight away, Marcus Stoinis, from the moment he reached the crease, I think he was almost surprised himself by how well he timed it. Just announced himself with touch and power and class. And a little bit of extra craft. Just love the way he keeps a clean back face right through the point and the line of the ball. He's a powerful man.
Yeah, sure is. Cooler ground has just made the ball rush onto the middle of the bat where it was hitting the stickers in the first half. Now, Ben Sanderson, death specialist. Brilliant for Northamptonshire and the blast. Another single. 25 from 14.
Southern Brave will want to nail a boundary quickly. Don't want to fall too far behind and leave boundaries absolutely necessary later on in this innings.
Gets him in there with regularity was Ben Sanderson.
Yeah, he fancies that. He's a control bowler. He's not an express pace bowler. The biggest part of his armoury is his control. Having said that, to be able to deliver that ball after ball is a massive ask.
We'll try. Single again. Matt Henry all over the possibility that they might come back for 2.
Yeah, well, that length, this is going to be all or nothing, I think. If he goes for that length and he doesn't quite get it right, Stoinis has the power to belt him back over his head or over extra cover. Just wonder whether he'll hit this in towards the shoes, in towards leg stump, take his arms away.
Well bowled. Well bowled. seemed to surprise Stoinis. He wasn't expecting the width on that ball. It moved Tim David much straighter at long off. Sanderson went wide. It's the one boundary in the last 10. Oh, he gets it wrong. You heard the shout of no. He knows the penalty for missing the Yorker is 6, and that's exactly what's delivered.
That's painful if you're a Rocket supporter, but it was always had the potential of happening. Somebody who's so strong to hit so clean from the crease. You're only a yard away, and it is fully in the slot. Sanderson knows straight away, no need to look, Ben.
There's a big conflab between all of the Trent's Rockets team, all having their 2 pennies worth. That's why we've got a delay. Listen to Ben Sanderson here and let's go with this ball. No, he said as it came out of his fingers. He knew. And that puts the cat right amongst the pigeons. The discussion was as to whether or not he should go again. Switch of ends though. The Ratcliffe Road end behind him might be a slightly longer hit straight.
I wonder if they're going again because he's facing up against Stubbs. I'm not sure he'd have gone again if Stoinis was in the slot. But this is why big part of Ben Sanderson's game is to close out at the end.
Just looking at who's got what left, it would probably be Lewis Gregory to bowl the final 5. He's been charged with that job in many of the Rockets' recent games. How many can Sanderson leave him with? Bang! Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Ease and grace. Sanderson goes for the Yorker and misses again.
But it's very dangerous as well if you're going for the Yorker and it's wide of off stump, because if you miss there, mid-off is inside the circle. Clean strike. There he goes. He's pleading for the ball to be slightly outside off stump, and he gets exactly what he wants. To deliver under that pressure. What a shot.
Oh, almost wore it. Almost a trip to the orthodontist required. It came back with interest.
That is a risk as a bowler these days, because the batters hit it so hard. You are targeting a Yorker and you become a target the other end. You can see Sanderson is not following through down the wicket. He's following off. He knows the risk of what's potentially coming his way.
Field gets moved straight again. At least the boundary riders do. Looks as though it's either slower ball or Yorker again from Sanderson. He's got him. Duckett pouches it. And that's a huge breakthrough. He's stuck to his guns, Ben Sanderson, and it has worked for him. It's the end of Stoinis. Is there a twist in this one?
Well, I just wonder whether there was any pace off on that, but I don't think there was. Stoinis is going to be really cross with himself here because it's a full toss outside off stump. They have had a strategy of taking it away from Stoinis' stumps. And he's just clothed that up there. Ben Duckett, safe catch. Nothing's easy at this stage of a game. Full credit to Sanderson. Not an easy start to the 5, going for 6 first ball, but he's held his nerve and he's got rid of Stoinis for a brilliant 46 of 25. 11 runs needed, 7 balls left.
Yeah, pat on the back for Sanderson from Tim David. He has been under the pump to bowl 10 off the reel in this situation. Not easy at all. Especially when you've been donged for a couple of big sixes straight. Nikhil Chowdhury is the new man. 7 required, 7 balls left, 11 required. Place at Lord's at stake. Might get 2. Will get 2.
Well, both batters know where Sanderson's going to target. Now, if he delivers well, Sanderson's in the game clearly. However, the batters do have a steal on what's going to happen here. The line may change, but I doubt the length will change.
Just got too much bat on it. Anything less, it would have raced into that corner for 4. As it is, 8 needed from the last 5.
Spare a thought for who's going to bowl the last 5. There's a meet in there. Billings, Duckett, Santner, they're looking around. Everybody who's got 5 left to bowl has turned their back to them. That's for sure. Not me tonight, Skip.
Craig Overton looks very relaxed. He's done. This is Ben Sanderson. Lewis Gregory, as I've mentioned before, has been the man. And I think that is where Sam Billings is going. Yeah, it will be Lewis Gregory. Tie is enough for the Trent Rockets to find themselves with a golden ticket to Lord's. With only 8 runs needed. Going to take some doing from Lewis Gregory. Planning, yes. Execution, of course. But holding your nerve might well be the most important part of this from either bowler or the 2 batters out there.
It took his while to come up here. Butch, did Lewis Gregory? I think he was hiding somewhere in the crowd. I think they've got 1 minute left, was a call that I heard from the umpires. Get into position.
Yeah, they're all there, they're all ready. Mid-wicket comes in nice and tight. They're looking to save the single there. And it gets past him. Should be held for 1. Chowdhury slips slightly. And it's very, very tight. He just stumbled as he turned at the striker's end. I think he might well have got back.
Well, he's like a hair between the wickets there. It was a good throw. Maybe David was a little bit slow getting to the ball. Just wonder, just watching Chowdhury, how much is he pinching his end? It'd be interesting to watch. He's got to get up and back. It's not Chowdhury's. See if he can get up and back.
All over. It is done.